we're going to begin, though, with a first-of-its-kind execution in Alabama just last night. Convicted killer Kenneth Smith was his name, was put to death using nitrogen gas, a method that has never been used in an execution or tested before. And some of the witnesses that saw this death said it was inhumane. Lilia Luciano is here with the disturbing details. Lilia, good morning to you.
Good morning, Gayle. In his final words, Kenneth Eugene Smith called out the state of Alabama for using this execution method for the first time on him, saying in part, "Tonight, Alabama caused humanity to take a step backward."
Our son was crying, having just watched his father take his last gasp for air.
Deanna Smith broke down in tears as she described watching the execution of her husband, Kenneth Eugene Smith. The 58-year-old was pronounced dead at 8:25 p.m. Thursday, 22 minutes after he started breathing in nitrogen gas through a face mask, depriving him of oxygen.
He began shaking and writhing, but he was tied very tightly down.
Lauren Layton, with her CBS News affiliate in Huntsville, Alabama, was one of 5 reporters who witnessed the execution. They say Smith appeared conscious for several minutes. Then, for at least 2 minutes, he appeared to shake and writhe in the gurney, at times pulling against the restraints. Following that, they say his breath slowed until it was no longer perceptible.
He struggled against the restraints a little bit, but there's some involuntary movement and some agonal breathing, so that was all expected. So nothing was out of the ordinary.
We didn't see somebody go unconscious in 30 seconds. What we saw was minutes of someone struggling for their life.
Reverend Jeff Hood was in the execution chamber with Smith. He says Smith was not unconscious in seconds like the state predicted.
We saw minutes of someone heaving back and forth. We saw spit. We saw all sorts of stuff from his mouth develop on the mask.
Smith was sentenced to death for his role in the 1988 murder for hire of Elizabeth Dorleen Sennett. The state tried to execute him through lethal injection in 2022, but repeatedly failed to find a vein. His lawyers tried to stop Thursday's execution, calling it cruel and unusual punishment, but the Supreme Court rejected their last-ditch effort.
Nothing happened here today is going to bring Mom back. We're not going to be jumping around, hooping and hollering, but we're glad this day is over.
Alabama's governor said, quote, "The execution was lawfully carried out by nitrogen hypoxia, the method previously requested by Mr. Smith as an alternative to the lethal injection. Mr. Smith got what he asked for, and this case can finally be put to rest." That was the governor. Nate.
Lilia, thank you.